The ocean, which covers 70% of the Earth's surface, stands as the last great unexplored territory of our planet. While science and technology advance towards space exploration, the immensity and extreme pressures of the abyssal depths conceal a biodiversity and biological secrets that often surpass the limits of imagination. Recent advances in remote sensing technology have allowed humanity to peer into these perpetually dark ecosystems, revealing life forms that defy existing taxonomic classifications. An extraordinary event, centered on the Mar del Plata submarine cannon off the coast of Argentina, it has caused global astonishment. The video captured during a real-time scientific exploration mission of a strange marine creature never before documented. Leave your like, subscribe, and share. Let's begin. This discovery has not only galvanized the international scientific community, but has also resonated deeply with the public, offering irrefutable evidence that life on Earth is considerably more diverse and enigmatic than previously thought. The mission was carried out by an elite international consortium composed of marine biologists, oceanographers, and geologists. Its primary objective was the detailed mapping and study of the ecology and biodiversity of this canyon, a monumental underwater geological formation characterized by descending to extreme depths, often exceeding 4,000 meters. To accomplish this task, a fleet of remotely operated underwater robots, ROVs, state-of-the-art, equipped with high-definition optical systems, multi-frequency sonars, and advanced real-time data transmission capabilities. The incorporation of ROVs has marked a true revolution in deep-sea oceanography, overcoming the limitations imposed on manned expeditions. Remotely operated vehicles can withstand colossal barometric pressures and operate in total darkness for extended periods, collecting crucial information and, most importantly, sending images and data back to the surface instantaneously. This ability to real-time transmission, it was a determining factor as it allowed scientists at the base of operations and millions of people across the globe to live streams of the mission, to be direct witnesses to the discoveries. This technological immediacy not only verifies the authenticity of the sightings, but also multiplies the impact of the scientific discovery, transforming it into a phenomenon of dissemination and awareness on a planetary scale. The Mar del Plata submarine cannon is recognized for its unique characteristics. Its geological topography, combined with its location at the convergence of nutrient-rich ocean currents, makes it a true biodiversity hotspot. While the researchers expected to document rare and uncommon species, the magnitude of the discovery that the ROV cameras were about to reveal exceeded all projections. Before the appearance of the completely unknown creature, the mission had already collected a treasure trove of scientific material. Among the most celebrated sightings and those of greatest biological value are the numerous recordings of the Dumbo octopus, Grimpoteuthis. This octopus species is one of the most iconic and recognizable in the deep sea, earning its popular name from the two prominent fins protruding from its mantle, resembling the ears of the famous Disney character. The Grimpoteuthis, it is among the deepest-dwelling cephalopod species, distributed throughout the abyssal zones of all the world's oceans. Its method of locomotion is particularly fascinating. Instead of crawling or forcefully propelling itself like coastal octopuses, the Dumbo flaps its membranous ears to propel itself with ethereal smoothness and slowness through the water column. Videos captured in the depths of the Mar del Plata submarine canyon show several specimens of Grimpoteuthis in their natural ecosystem. Scientists were amazed by their grace, watching them maneuver thousands of meters below the surface. A clip in particular, which quickly went viral, it documented a Dumbo octopus in a remarkable state of rest, almost motionless on the sediment of the seabed. Biologists theorized that the creature might be in a phase of deep rest or abyssal sleep, offering an unusual and vital insight into its nocturnal ethology or low-energy consumption patterns. This type of live observation is crucial, as it provides empirical data on the behavior, diet, and life cycles of these elusive and delicate creatures. The climax of the mission occurred as the ROV ventured into a section of the canyon previously listed as unexplored. The control screens showed how the seabed landscape changed from fields of vivid sponges and giant anemones to a much more austere and Spartan geography. It was precisely at an estimated depth of 4,000 meters where the high-sensitivity camera, designed to capture the smallest photon in total darkness, recorded something that caused an immediate commotion in the control center. Emerging from the deepest gloom, a singular life form slithered toward the ROV's powerful beam of artificial light. The creature did not fit any description or classification previously known to the marine biologists present. It possessed a predominantly gelatinous and almost transparent body, a common evolutionary adaptation in the abyssal environment that helps reduce visibility to predators and allows for less energy expenditure by reducing body mass. However, its morphology presented a set of unique and perplexing characteristics. Integrated lighting structure. The creature emitted a soft, pulsating light that was not static, but moved across its body in rhythmic and complex patterns. This luminescence did not appear to be a simple bioluminescence for camouflage, counter-illumination, or warning, but was integrated in such a way into its physical structure that it suggested being an intrinsic part of its internal organs. Possibly a sophisticated communication system or a metabolic mechanism, distinctive swimming apparatus. The creature lacked the well-defined fins or arms that characterize cephalopods or bathypelagic fish. Instead, it was propelled using a series of undulating filaments of extreme delicacy that moved with hypnotic synchronicity. These filaments gave the impression of being a direct and fluid extension of its body mass, rather than separate appendages. Abyssal size and proportion. The creature was estimated to measure approximately 2 meters long, a remarkably large size for inhabiting the oligotrophic, nutrient-poor environment of the abyss. Its body was elongated, flowing elegantly into a single pulsating mass, with an almost undetectable transition between what would be the head and the torso. Leave your like, subscribe, and share. The video, whose live broadcast was witnessed by scientists and the public, documented the following 10 minutes of observation. The ROV maintained a safe distance to avoid any disturbance, allowing the camera to record the creature's behavior in its natural state. The living being seemed completely indifferent to the presence of the machine, continuing its slow, methodical, and elegant journey through the abyssal darkness. The sighting and documentation of this strange underwater creature never before recorded triggered intense scientific activity. The video data, sonar readings, and surrounding environmental measurements, pressure, temperature, water chemical composition, were immediately shared with experts in taxonomy, evolutionary biology, and deep-sea ecology. The immediate scientific questions: phylogenetic classification, the great mystery. What phylum does this creature belong to? A known family? Its morphology suggests that it could be a novel type of cnidarian, like giant jellyfish. A ctenophore, or in the most momentous case, it could represent a phylum completely new, a discovery that would change the foundations of marine biology. Mechanisms of extreme adaptation. What are their survival strategies? How does it manage to feed and reproduce in a habitat characterized by near-freezing temperatures, crushing pressure, and a total absence of sunlight? Its transparency and integrated luminescence indicate extraordinarily unique evolutionary adaptations. Trophic and ecosystemic role. What is its position within the canyon's food web? Is it an ambush predator, an opportunistic scavenger, or an efficient filter feeder? Its considerable size in an energy-poor environment suggests the existence of a highly specialized feeding strategy. The preliminary consensus among biologists, after an exhaustive morphological and movement analysis, was that the creature represents a new species, and with a high probability a new genus or family. Several biologists have proposed provisional scientific names that refer to its luminous nature and fluid movement. However, true and definitive classification requires genetic analysis, which presents the monumental challenge of recovering a viable sample from the abyssal environment without harming an extremely fragile creature. The impact of the images was immediate and felt on a global scale. The media around the world echoed the exceptional discovery. The live broadcast of the exact moment of the appearance became a landmark in scientific outreach, attracting millions of viewers, many of whom had never paid attention to oceanography before. This event has served as a powerful and inescapable reminder of the immensity of the unknown that still remains on our own planet. The wonder generated by this creature has a value that extends beyond the merely scientific. It fosters an oceanic consciousness renewed and urgent. By exposing the beauty, rarity, and vulnerability of deep-sea life forms, the urgent need to protect these pristine ecosystems from anthropogenic threats is underscored. These threats include plastic pollution sinking to the seabed, ocean acidification, and destructive practices such as bottom trawling, which have the potential to decimate entire habitats before they are even explored or documented. The Mar del Plata submarine canyon, now under the intense spotlight of global attention, has become a powerful symbol of biodiversity waiting to be discovered. This discovery, along with detailed documentation of other rarely seen creatures like the Dumbo octopus, reinforces the hypothesis that large submarine canyons and ocean trenches are fundamental reservoirs of life, functioning as true evolutionary museums and arks of species. The sighting of this underwater creature, captured by the mechanical eye of an ROV in the Mar del Plata submarine canyon, transcends the category of a simple biological discovery. It is a revelation about the current limits of our knowledge and the astonishing intrinsic ability of life to evolve and thrive in the most hostile conditions on Earth. The soft, rhythmic pulse of light emitted by this enigmatic deep-sea life form has illuminated not only the dark waters of the canyon, but also the collective imagination of humanity. It confronts us with the idea that, while we dream of exoplanets and the possibility of extraterrestrial life, Earth, our blue home, continues to harbor unparalleled biological wonders, many of which are yet unnamed. The continued exploration of the deep sea is a vital scientific endeavor that is constantly rewriting biology textbooks and inviting us to take responsibility for protecting this vast, crucial and enigmatic underwater world that we are only just beginning to understand. The inner frontier of our planet is immense, and the next great biological mystery may well be waiting safe in perpetual darkness, in the unexplored depths of our oceans. Leave your like, subscribe, and share. Until next time.